Hi everyone, how are you? I'm back. Okay, so today's topic, does the average man still impress? Do average men still want to impress us? Do average men seek to impress women? Here is the big question because a lot of ladies ask me, well, do I have to get a man that will pay for everything? What about average people? Da da da. Mm, y'all already say no. Um, I guess y'all answered that question. So if the average man does not try to impress, then why does he expect anything from women? The average man should expect nothing from a woman. Why? Because he does not try to impress her. So, you know, obviously they don't feel that they have to. They feel as if they're in the same boat as you, two average people. But here's the thing though. There's it's not anything wrong with being average. It's just that when you're trying to date, you can't afford to impress women the way that they want to be impressed by what you expect from her. So here's the deal. For average men, you should not expect any type of sex. You should not expect any type of wanting to move to the next level in a commitment. Because if you're not impressing, then what is she, signing up for? A couple of cheap dates? No. So we're going to have to let average men know that this is just for a couple of dates. Don't get attached because I've heard people getting stalkerish and hurt over women who are just only dating them for dates and they're not trying to consider them seriously because they don't have enough. So when you meet one of those type of men, I mean, I always say just dismiss it and don't even bother with it if that's not what you're trying to do. But, let them know that it's not going to be anything from the jump. That way either they can save their money or they can move along and find someone who wants them. Because I think this is a lot of what these men who come into these lives, they think that we're targeting them. And average men get upset at gold diggers because they don't have a chance. And usually women will let them spend their little money and then not call them back or consider them, you know, able to date. So this video is going to touch on why you shouldn't date average men if you want above average men. So stop dating them altogether. That way they feel safe again. They don't have to worry about, getting hurt and da da da. Leave average men alone. Right? Leave them alone. Because if that's not the lifestyle you want, then don't even bother with them. If they come up to you and they're very persistent, just let him know straight up. I'm so sorry, but you're a very nice guy, but this is just not going to work. Okay. They will try to run game on you and all that stuff. And, this is when you can kind of say, you know what? I'm a gold digger. I only like men with money. So if that's not you, please, go that way, whatever. If you have a bugaboo that is bothering you and they're average and nothing good is going to come of that and you don't want to waste their time or your time, just tell them you're a gold digger. Just straight up. It's like, I'm a gold digger. I only like the finer things in life and you don't look like you can afford it. If they won't leave you alone, that's like the last draw. If you tell them, no, I'm not interested. If they keep trying, no, thank you. If they keep trying to, run game on you, just like, I'm a gold digger, and they'll walk away. Okay. So leave average men alone. Average men don't want to impress you. They don't want to please you. They just want to run game on you and try to get, something for nothing and hopefully marry out of their league. But that's just the dream. That's the average man's dream. You know, the average man's dream is to get a woman who truly loves them for them, who's absolutely beautiful, and will marry them and work until she's 9 months pregnant and build and all that kind of stuff. Blah 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 blah. The fantasy of the average man. Okay, so you don't need to you don't need to play a role in that if that's not the life you want. Okay, because they're all going to be um not catering to you. Okay, because if they did want to cater to you, they would have more money. Okay, they wouldn't come out broke and average. They would date in their league. Da 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 da. Okay. What's average to me? Any man who cannot provide you with the lifestyle you desire. So average could mean so many different things to so many different women. If they can't provide you with that lifestyle that you desire, then no, don't bother with them. hmm Um, you don't have to make yourself look anything. You can just tell them straight up, no, I'm not interested. This is not what this is not the type of dating I want to do. Well, if the average man wants to support you and doesn't expect me to work, but his income is average. If you want to live the average income lifestyle, whatever is average to you, wonderful, great. But if you want more, then don't settle. That's my advice for anybody. Never settle for what you don't want. And if you already settled, and you're in there, just make the best of it, I guess, or do something better. But I feel that you know in 5 years to 10 years that you're going to want more out of life, maybe. Okay. So just think about the future. Um, yep, kids are very expensive. So if you plan on having kids, you can't marry nobody that only makes enough to support you and them. You need to buy they need to be able to support children, and all of that. Children are expensive, okay? Very expensive. They want to play sports. They want to do dance. They want to take music lessons. They have, all the baby stuff is expensive. Clothes, you got to buy clothes every year. It's not like us. We buy clothes whenever we think something is cute. They got to get a whole new wardrobe every year until they stop growing. Okay, new shoes every couple of months. It's not for the average. It's struggle if you don't have enough. So get somebody that can support you and the family. Okay. Thank you, Toy Soldier Cheeks. If they still want to buy me something like a laptop or something, should I let them? You're going to give them, you can do that if you want, but I would rather not even have to be bothered with someone average because they're going to get feelings. Buying a laptop for an average man is not the same as a man with money or money to spare buying a laptop for you. It's chump change. It's like lunch money to them. They spend that in a day. Okay. The other average man may have had to save up or, sacrifice something for you or A, B, C, and D, or use his credit card or something, but it's not the same. That's why these Dusties are in here mad because somebody probably used them for something trivial like a laptop or whatever. And that was probably something they have never done before. They probably never even bought their mother or, something that nice, and then they're gonna buy it for you. So y'all gotta think about that kind of stuff. Don't um, don't take advantage of broke or dusty or even average guys because they're not going to respond well, and they might even turn into a stalker. Okay. I mean, you can do it if you want, but they're not going to appreciate it. They're not going to appreciate it. They'll ask for it back. Exactly. They'll talk about it forever. Every time something comes up, they'll bring it up. Oh, I bought you that laptop. Oh, I spent this much money. That's how you know they're average. If they keep bringing stuff up that's trivial. So you don't want that type of, relationship or guy. If they got to bring up what they bought you, they can't afford it. Okay. Restraining order. How can you have a backup fund in case yeah, have a backup fund. If you never work, get it from him. All the money he giving you, stash it. Okay. Tell him a bunch of stuff. You need a bunch of money for this, this, and that. Instead of spending it, stash it. You know? Okay. Your ex took his TV and laptop. Oh my gosh. You let him take it? Or he took it while you weren't there, I hope. Because I hope you didn't give it back. Thank you, Alice. I have a date with a millionaire this week. Advice on how to treat him that's different than the average male. Love you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Well, I think you're gonna have to not have the typical conversation that most people do on a first date. Just let him lead. Let him lead and you follow. That's basically it. He's going to talk about himself. He's going to ask you some questions. Try to answer, without giving away too much information. But um, like, don't overdo it, because men feel like just because they're millionaires, they're automatically going to get, sex or automatic interest. So make him work for a little bit, okay? Like give him a little challenge. Ask him some questions and say, "Oh well, you seem nice enough. Like I guess you're da da da." Give them a little bit to chase because they're so used to women just throwing themselves at them because they have money. They never even have to give them money. Okay, so play a little hard to get. hmm Someone says, "Don't talk about your job." Right. Um, their money is their money until it's your money. Right? Sure, what do I do with a man that's super needy but super generous? I feel ill. Girl, I told you what to do. It's, act like he's a pet, okay? People that are extra needy, treat them like pets. Have them some treats, send them automatic texts, you know, um, give them a nickname. They'll be happy with that. Thank you, Tam P. Sprinkle, sprinkle. How to make him chase you and be emotionally attached. Um, you have to be a little bit distant. You can't be needy either. And they have to like you enough. Okay. Like a man is not going to chase something that they don't want. So they have to be attracted to you first and foremost. And they have to really want to be with someone like you. So you have to find out what type of woman they like. You have to find out, what turns them on. And you got to be so much fun that without you, they don't see themselves as having, the best time. So just study them. Okay. A man needs to like you first and foremost in order to chase you. Um, if they don't, then they can't chase. It won't make sense. Why would they chase something they don't want? Make sure he wants you 1st. hmm Um, So average men aren't always trying to, do the most. They're not going to do gifts. They're not going to give you money. They're not they're not really going to do like extravagant anything. They're just going to take you for pizza, a movie, blah 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 blah, and just boring average stuff. So try to do better. Just try to do a little bit better. I'm 34, black engineer ready to marry and settle down. All I ask is she be black, 25 to 32, slender. Oh wow, this is an ad. Some education and okay with staying at home with when kids come. Why is that so hard to find? GM, how much money do you make, GM? And we could figure this out together. GM, it's hard to find if you don't have enough money. Thank you, Jessica. How to make a rich young man notice you. Be beautiful. There you go. Fall down in front of him, trip, drop something, girl. I always tell that. Have a cute laugh. Um, Sprinkle, sprinkle. So you can be a 34-year-old something something engineer, but how much do you make? Is it enough for her and the family? Thank you, Shay Shay. Sure, can you elaborate more on the average man fantasy? The average man fantasy is Pick Misha Baby and Bob the Builder put together. Thank you, Melanated Glamazon. Should I date before my BBL or after I've already received facial fillers and gastric sleeve? I've lost about 60 pounds, size 1031. I'm glowing up. Congratulations. I mean, it don't matter, right? But if you start dating someone and they want to see you and you're recovering from surgery, they're gonna think you're blowing them off. So maybe just after, if it's already scheduled. If it ain't scheduled, then go do what you gotta do. But stop dating right before, like if you're dating new people. Mhm. So the average man's fantasy is basically a woman that will settle for less, work, and build with them and go half on dates and stuff like that. Okay. So, right. I'm low maintenance, a low maintenance woman. Exactly. So, you know, you don't want that type of man because they'll have you live in the, blah. So let me zoom back in. Low maintenance women, right? Women with children only deserve Dusty, Derek, not Wealthy Willie. But sadly, they can get both. But you can't get what you want, Willie. And your mom might be a single woman, so and you might not have had your father in your life, sir. So you wishing bad on all women with kids. What if someone lied to them and told them, "Oh, I'm gonna marry you, I'm gonna love you, da da da, keep the baby," and then bounce? We're supposed to believe that because we trust and love like stupid idiots. Yes, some of us did. That's why I always teach: don't ever get pregnant by someone who is not your husband or super rich, so you can get that child support. Leave these dusty dudes alone. Do not procreate their dustiness. Don't procreate their dusty DNA. Okay. Thank you. How to act when you are at a gas station? When you are a gas station clerk in a rich area, just like a gas station clerk, baby. They're not gonna date the help. Get off work, go freestyle in the area. But there's I don't know why people think that a gas station clerk is going to attract someone in a rich area. Nothing against being a gas station clerk. I'm just saying you can't do that and expect them to see you as someone that they want to date. You have to go out and dress and look cute. They can't meet you at a gas station working. Okay. People always ask me, "Oh, I work in a rich area as this." You're seen as a servant. That's all that they see you as. They can't see you in another light until you get into another light. So, I mean, you can go out after work and see what happens. But, you know, I think you should look cute, but don't expect men of means to kind of, try to holler at the gas station clerk. They don't do that. Okay. Um, mm, thank you. Happy birthday, Blossom. Good for you. Got you some perfume. Hey. Thank you, Ayana Harris. I'm 25, engineer, having a hard time avoiding what do you do for a living? Okay, there was a dude in here named GM and he was looking for you, girl. He was looking for you, Ayana. Go scroll back up through the comments. It was GM. Y'all go contact each other. He was looking for you. All right. Um, what do you do for a living? See, he was looking for someone who's partially or educated that will stay home with kids, and he was an engineer too. But I would just make up like if you don't want GM and you're just trying to play like you don't have a good job, I would just say I'm a receptionist. Okay, they know that you're not going to be paying for anything. Um. Oh, I'll always tell you guys, receptionist or something that makes less money, and you know, nanny. Smart women are gonna have the dumbest time trying. I mean, the hardest time trying to dumb down. It is. And like average men. Oh, and here's another thing about average men. They want you to have something going on. They want you to have a good career. They want you to do this. They want you to build with them. They want you to work. They want you to, focus on getting money, and then like so you can help them, so they can live in a neighborhood that they couldn't live in by themselves because they have to add your paycheck with theirs to qualify, to get into that neighborhood or whatever, whatever. You don't want that type of dude. Okay. So that's why you don't need to brag about your careers because you want him to be able to buy a house with his own money wherever. Okay. Otherwise, the struggle. Um, I get stared at a lot, but men hardly approach, thinking I'm high maintenance. When I do get approached by someone decent, the dynamic is not hyperkin, instead competitive. How can I change? Okay. Why would it be competitive? Yasmin Jones. Um, you should be so stupid there should be no competition. You should act so ditzy and feminine there should be no competition. Or you should act like, whatever question they say and they're trying to compete with you, you there's no competition. Are you saying competition with a man or other women? Okay, I'm thinking you're saying the man. So you don't try to impress them whatsoever. You just your job is to look cute and laugh at whatever they're saying and make them feel like super masculine and young if they're old. Okay, that's it. For me, "Oh, that's so funny. Oh, you're so smart. Wow. Da, 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 da. Oh, yeah. If they, you can have something that you're really good at as long as it's feminine and not a threat to them. Oh, I'm really good at, decorating, something stupid like that. So, all right. So average men aren't going to like average men will try to compete with you because they're average. I mean, a man with money won't. So um don't even bother with them if that's not the lifestyle you want. You're a computer programmer, you tell men you're a makeup artist. Good job. You see, this is sad. This is very sad that women have to do this, but it works. Men are so intimidated by women. They won't date you if you have a better job, if you make more money, if you're more smart. You know, they won't date you. So you have to play dumb and stupid and lie about your career. Um, you screamed. It's true. Thank you, 1025. I'm a data analyst. Tell them I'm a secretary. Good for you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. hmm You know, and y'all want to hear my story? When I used to be a mortician, um, and men would ask me what I did, and I told them, they're like, "Oh, you do the makeup." They automatically assumed I only do the makeup. I was like, "Oh, I work in a funeral home." I didn't say I was a mortician. I was like, "Oh, I work in the funeral home." "Oh, you must do the makeup." hmm So, they didn't know I was doing the stuff. Okay, that they didn't know I had gone to school to be a funeral director and embalmer. So thank you, Divine Source. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And then, like, some of them would just be turned off. Ugh, you work with dead people. Yes, I do. Yes, actually, James knew. I was trying to scare him off. I told y'all I was trying to scare James off when he first approached me. But luckily, his friend owned a funeral home, so he was not, grossed out by it. So it was like, oh yeah, I have a good friend that owns a funeral home. I'm like, okay, you ain't scared. He wasn't gonna let that get in the way. But is photography a feminine job? I guess it's better than some things. Yeah, I think it's kind of in the middle. It might, like, if you work for a studio or something. Yeah. hmm Why did I try to scare James off? Um, Actually, because I just was tired of Dusty's and people approaching me that was wasting my time. So I kind of automatically assumed that he was wasting my time. So I asked him all the wrong questions and said all the wrong things, hoping to scare him off, but it didn't. So, oops. Okay. Thank you, definitely, Maya. It's 20 too young to freestyle. No, as long as you're not trying to get into somewhere that's 21 and up, unless you have a fake ID. Thank you for sprinkle, sprinkle. Um, the yummy girls, thank you for all the knowledge you've sown into my life, both of your channels. Oh, thank you, sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Why don't y'all all just lie and say receptionist, makeup artist, choose a feminine job. Feminine, 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 feminine job. Okay. Y'all choose a feminine job. Don't ask me if this is okay, this is okay. Figure out what a feminine job is and go with that. As long as it doesn't pay a lot, they know that you're going to need their help and they can't ask you for a thing and there's no competition, you're good. Okay? Don't allow them to see you as having a masculine job, okay? Thank you, Jeanette. I'm active on social media. Is reducing my social media time part of leveling up and being more mysterious? Thank you, Sprinkle Sprinkle. I say get an alias social media in case someone looks for you and you have used that as your fake one, and only let friends and like friends see your social media, like, instead of the public. You know, I always say if you're dating older men, it's less likely they're going to find you on social media because they're not really on social media. But if you're dating younger men, then they might, go through it and get all of your truth. That's why you shouldn't put everything online. Thank you, Red Glamazon. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Appreciate that. So, can when a guy asks, "What are you looking for?" I hate that question. Why do men ask that dumb question? Do women ask that question? I hate that question. What are you looking for? They're trying to see how to game you. That's all that question is. What angle do I have to come through? How many lies do I have to tell? That's all that question is for. What are you looking for means. How can I lie to you to get what I'm looking for faster? Okay. So you just say, "Oh, I'm just trying to enjoy life and just have, you know, a great experience. I'm not really looking for anything in particular. When it comes, I'll know, you know. I'm just trying to do the same thing you are." If you say, "Oh, I'm trying to get married and have kids," they gonna lie to you, "Well, you could be my wife." So you're gonna give it up, and then they're gonna ghost you. And then you're gonna be like, "Oh, I'm looking for a committed relationship. Oh, I want you to be my girlfriend, or I think we have good chemistry together. I think we'll be together. I want to take you to meet my family." And then you give it up, and then they're ghost. So never tell them what you're looking for. Okay. Never really tell them. It's like, "Oh, I'm just looking to have a great experience and, a good time whenever, I go out. So what are you looking for?" See what he put the question back to him. Don't answer it. Be very vague. It's all they're trying to do is figure out how they can game you. I would, and first of all, I'm not going to tell people my real job anyway if I'm freestyling. You know, the less they know, the better, because you never know. That's why you're supposed to already have your stuff written down. You're supposed to have your life already written down that you're going to speak. Okay, so it doesn't matter. You need to work your fake profession into your story. Okay. What do you like to do? Shop? Oh, I love going to old antique shops, and I love vintage clothing, and I love collecting. That probably will put him to sleep. So don't say that. Oh my gosh, I'm very spontaneous. I like to do anything exciting, adventurous. I love doing this, and that. I love to travel. I love going to da 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 da. But don't make it seem like cheap stuff. So name expensive stuff that you love to do. Oh, I love boating. That means, uh, you know, gotta be by some water. I love boating. Blah, blah, blah. Just make up some stuff. You need to have it written down. All stuff that sounds expensive, that's exciting, that a man will not fall asleep on. Mhm. Okay, so now that you have his attention and he thinks you're spontaneous and not really looking for marriage and stuff, da, 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 then he's going to be like, "Oh, so what do you want to do?" Da, da, da. Um, I don't know, like, impress me. Put the ball in his court. Impress me. That means he got to use his mind to impress you and figure out something fun to do and entertain you. And this makes a man grow more attached to you because you're making him work. You're making him figure out how to entertain you and make you um, happy. So always put the ball in his court. Hmm. Can I tell him I love shopping? Of course, especially if he has money. Hmm. Let me read that one. It says, "You can never find a sugar daddy. I freestyle, go to bars at different times. I'm working on myself. I'm going to give up looking soon." First of all, most men with money don't hang out in bars except for lunchtime if it's at a restaurant and they're having lunch. Most rich men don't hang out at night. They're not out. They're too focused on making their money. They're not going to be out at all times of the night. You got to get out early. You got to go on the weekend to go to places like where men hang out that have money. They don't hang out in bars. Not all of them. I mean, I'm sure some of them do, but you need to go find um, a better place to freestyle. Thank you, Chrissy. 29-year-old mother of three just got married to a 59-year-old white guy. He takes care of me and kids. I don't work. He gives his cards to use, and I save the 1,500 to 2,000 monthly, but I need more. How? Thank you, Sprinkle Sprinkle. If you need more, you need to come up with some scenario. You know, you got to help grandma with her mortgage. You got to help mother with her mortgage. You have debts, you have loans, that you taken out. You have extra couple of bills. Make some up. Get someone who owns their own business to send you fake invoices. I don't know, but yeah, you're gonna have to, or you can ask for more, you know, um, and see what happens. But mm, I think you're gonna have to come up with a scenario. Thank you, Miss Fashionably Late. I own an online store and it's easier to go out during the day when my kid is in school. Trips or finding No tips for finding non-average men as a single mom. Why do y'all always keep saying single mom? It doesn't matter. Sprinkle, sprinkle, by the way. Stop saying single mom. Stop saying single mom. Here's the thing. Don't tell them you have kids first off. Never tell them you have kids. Okay? First off. Second off, it doesn't matter if you're a single woman. You're out when you're out. Okay? I mean, you're out when you're out. Stop using that. Stop leading with that. That's what you're leading at. Something you make it seem like it's a burden or it's something against you. It's not. You look good. You get out. It don't matter why you're out or what time you got to be back. What if you had a job? What if you were taking? What if were doing other stuff without a child? What if you had a dog that was very in need of attention? So stop leading with those questions. The best tip I can give you is whenever you can get out, get out. Look good, go to the rich areas of town and ask questions and play dumb. Okay? Men love to teach. Should I be focused on trying to get a sugar daddy? I'm trying to start a business. I will have to pick and choose which one's more. Girl, flip a coin, whichever one you want the most. For me, I'm always getting the sugar daddy first to fund my business. I mean, it makes good sense. Money to okay. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use his money to make my money. And I'm doing both at the same time because he's gonna be giving me his money, investing it in my business. Mhm. What to do if he's trying to be exclusive with me? Get that money, baby. Exclusivity costs money. It costs money to take you off the market. You don't need to be working anymore. All your bills need to be paid, car need to be paid off, etc., etc. If he wants to take you off the market, he needs to secure your bag. Straight up. You don't get off the market for anybody. If he just wants to hear that you're off the market and you're not really off the market, tell him what he needs to hear to keep getting his money. But do not take yourself totally off the market until you are 100% satisfied with that situation and have something stashed for yourself. Okay. Um, an average man will not try to secure you to take you off the market. They're going to expect you to take yourself off the market because you love them for them. Um, and I know a lot of people who find my channel think, oh, well, what about love? What about love? Look, y'all go have y'all puppy love and y'all teens and early 20s. And when y'all trying to get this money and this bag and this lifestyle, um, this is what my channel surrounds. Why? Because you can't live off love. You can't live off love. Okay? They don't take love at the bank. They don't take love at the restaurant. for payment. They don't take love anywhere for payment. Okay. They just don't. So you need to think about a lot of things before you decide the type of person you end up with. Thank you, Ray Amazon. Finally figured out how to donate to you. Oh, thank you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You have no idea how much you have added on a lot of things I decided to change in my life. You are a true inspiration. Oh, thank you. Okay, thank you, Miss Jada. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Hi, Auntie. Off topic, but want to move out of NYC. City is good for hypergamy. I'm open to anywhere except New Jersey, the West Coast. Girl, Texas, any southern state that in a rich area. A lot of, well, research that, okay? Just research it. Like find Texas cities. You can ask other people in the comments, but I'm thinking, there's a lot of oil money here. There's a lot of tech money here. There's a lot of medical money here. So anywhere in Texas where, there's major cities. Austin, Dallas, Houston. Mhm. Love your hair, debating on if I should get a blowout. Yeah. Oh, Oda May. Would you, thank you, Sprinkle Sprinkle. Would you do a show about money as much aimed at teens because my teenager, hold on, loves you, yet I want her to know a man isn't the only answer and needs to be independent first. Okay. A man isn't the only answer, but he could get you to your independence. Weird. Okay. Now, you might not stay with that first one. You might not stay with him, but he might get you to, your independence. For example, if you meet someone and they have money and they give you money, you stash it, you start your own business, then you're independent. You could stay or leave. It is your choice from then on. You can go to school, you can get an education, you can work, you can hopefully you won't have student loans. You can get all of that done. And then by the time you get settled into your career to become independent, you may or may not be able to secure a bag as fast or as abundant as you could have earlier on. But in my case, I had already gone to school. I'd already gotten into my career, and it was going to be, I didn't like the people that I worked with. I always quit my jobs because being harassed all the time. So, if I was going to be harassed by a man and they were always going to be like, being inappropriate and saying things and looking at me all types of ways, I might as well get paid for it and not have to work at all. Because, if your daughter is beautiful, she's going to have to deal with sexual harassment and then haters in the workplace when she gets old anyway. So she might as well get paid, open her own business, and be independent for real. Because I don't consider working for an employer independent unless it's yourself. So that would be my advice to her. Become an entrepreneur. Thank you, Colleen. What is the casual way to bring up my requirements without turning off a man? Without how detailed should I be? Look, it shouldn't be a conversation. It shouldn't even be a conversation. You should just come like you expect A, B, C, and D. Like if you show up to a date like this, they know you ain't going to Applebee's. Number one. Number two, when they ask you what do you like to do and you name yachting, sailing, golfing, like all these expensive crap, they already know what you expect. If they ask you this and that, they're they know that you're used to dating up, and they know that men that date up pay for everything. It's not going to be a discussion unless they're average. They already know, rich men or men of means already know that they pay for you, point blank, period. Okay. You're not going to reach into your own purse, especially if you're pretty. You can just hop on to the next one. Thank you, my Ms. Myself. Hi, what do you think about sugar dad websites and how can I get a consultation? I don't know about the websites because I always feel that people online are just looking for sex. Um, so if you want to do that, at least go to a paid one where the people are verified to, really have money, and make them work for everything just like you would if you met them, somewhere else. But a consultation, just go to my about page and write me there, or on my Etsy page and write me there. It's all in the description or in my about page. Thank you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I'm trying to read some of these comments. You scared to move to Houston because Texas has hurricanes? Move to Austin then. Move to Dallas. I live on the outskirts, in the suburbs. So I live so far inland that I'm like about 30 minutes, 20 to 15 minutes, depending on how slow you drive or traffic, outside of Houston. So we don't really get any of that. Hmm. Thank you. What do I do when I have an off day and I'm sad? I put on makeup, baby. I look my best. I don't wake up ever sad. I don't have a reason to wake up sad. So I don't know. I just do the same thing every day, make myself look cute, put on an outfit. Um, you know, I have found Hinge to be super slow with snagging older daddies. Okay, y'all are talking to each other. Good. Hmm. Never look how you feel. Exactly. Mhm. If you love yourself, life in general, money comes easily. Yeah, that is so true. Um, Thank you for all the advice. When is it the best time of day to freestyle, and how should I dress? Same question every day. If you're going to be out in the daytime, don't dress like you're out at night. Okay. Dress feminine and pretty, and dress with feminine colors. Go to places where men of means will go to lunch and be seen. Go walk around shopping centers, like in nice areas, things like that. Hang around the nice areas of town, look pretty and appropriate for the season, as well as feminine colors. Okay? And I don't mean jeans. Always look cute if you're going to be out and about and trying to be approached. Jeans are for running errands and doing stuff when you really have to do stuff. But if you're just out and about, try to wear a dress or a skirt. But that is one of the most popular questions. Oh, someone says never freestyle in Cheesecake Factory. I said nice areas, nice places, baby. Not that would be average. That's where average men try to impress you. Is Cheesecake Factory. They think that's doing something. Okay. So you don't want to go in there. And if y'all don't really understand what average bees is, below average. Olive Garden is below average. Cheesecake Factory means they're trying hard, but still average. Stuff like that. You need to be taken to nice places, or like for dates. If you're going to freestyle, go somewhere where stuff is expensive, like super expensive. If people are just going to go there for lunch on their lunch break, you already know that's chump change to them. You know, Someone says go to sports bars in nice areas, in rich areas. Yes. It's fall, but still warm. Short dress, 10, 25, sprinkle, sprinkle. Um, I would say if you're going to be in a wealthy area, one first of all, I would go and do people watching first to see how everyone else is dressing in this warm fall weather. You can still dress fall and still be classy, sexy. So and cool. It's like or you could just wear neutral tones, right? But as far as the short dress, is everyone else wearing short dresses? Think about it. hmm Um, what cities are close to Houston that don't get have hurricanes? Dallas, Austin, San Antonio. But y'all know these new hurricanes, it don't matter where you live. The rain is gonna get you anyway. The clouds will still drift up and sit there for 2, 3 days and pour rain wherever you are. People are flooding all over the United States. It's not just in certain areas, but for me, like where I live, I've never been flooded. So, mhm. How do you get a man to ask you out when you've gotten him putting yourself next to him on purpose? If they're attracted to you, they will ask you out. If they like you, if they feel like there's something there and they want to get to know you better, they will ask you out. You have to be their type. You have to be so irresistible that they want to see you again, you know? And if you're just not that, there's no way you can make yourself that. They have to have that attraction to you, which is why level up is very important. Okay. If you go stand next to somebody and they don't, and you look good and they're the correct target, they're going to ask you out. They're going to ask you for your number. They're going to find out how they can get in touch with you. They're going to buy you drinks or whatever. They're going to really try to keep your attention on them. They're going to want to see you again. So you can't just stand next to some guy that's not the correct target and you're not 100% leveled up. That's just hoping and wishing. It's a formula. Okay. It's a formula. Think about this. Old man sitting down, beautiful woman walks next to him. Oh my gosh, I don't know what to drink. What are you drinking, sir? "Uh, Bartender, what's a good drink?" Old man gonna perk up. What? Oh, I know what to get. You should try this. It's really good. Bartender, come on. Get her one of those. Yes. So what's your name? Well, you are very beautiful. Yes. My name's Edward. How are you? Hmm. You come in here often? The old man gonna wake up. You know, He gonna be sitting up like he young. You know how them old people do when they act on TV and they're all like animated on the movie, and then when they say cut, they're like all old and crippled again. And then like when they say action, those old actors get. That's how they be when a young woman walk in, like an old actor when they yell action. So you got to choose the right one or an ugly one. You find an ugly one or just someone that you know you're out of their league. Okay, unless they got some money. So you just and you got to smell good. So like when you walk by, they smell that nice scent. What is that? You You're so funny, Ed. I wish I wish you could make me laugh all day. Well, I can. You want my phone number? Well, give me yours. I can make you laugh all the time. I promise. It can be working. So leave say statements that will make them ask you out. Like that. Oh, I wish you could make me laugh every day. You are so hilarious. Oh my God, Ed. Touch his little shoulder. Oh my God, Ed, you are so hilarious. you know, Then lie to him. My first boyfriend name was Ed. Oh, really? Yeah, you kind of remind me of him. He was funny too. Oh my gosh, Ed, it was so nice to meet you. Well, here's my number, or let me get yours. I'll take you out. I'll show. I know a place that has really good drinks. This place not, it's okay. It's okay. I know a place that has really good drinks. Oh, Ed, that's nice. Okay, well, I'll think about it. Oh, wherever you want to go, wherever I want to go. You tell me. I'll take you. Okay, Ed. So that's how you pick the right target. They're all excited. They're like, that's how you know it's the right target. Not that they're ignoring you, not that they're just looking at you from across the room, not that, that ain't the right target. The right target is Ed. Okay. Ed, like on Lion King. Y'all remember the cartoon Lion King? You remember Ed? Thank you, Carlene. Shira makes learning fun. Yes. Thank you, Sprinkle Sprinkle. So, if a rich boyfriend pays all the bills, should you still restrict sex and give him away? Is he giving you extra stuff too? Like, you don't need to do it all the time. Just whenever you want to do it. Okay. The rich man paying the bills is still whenever you want to do it. Not whenever he want to do it. It's whenever you want to do it. You the woman. Okay. It don't even matter. Whenever you want to do it. As long as all the bills paid and you don't work, do what you gotta do. If you still working by choice because you want to, fine. But if you working not by choice, I wouldn't worry about it. You should have some money stashed up, and you never give it to a man whenever they want. That's stupid. It's when you want it. Or when he want to buy you an extra gift to get it when he wants it. If you don't want it and he do, y'all gonna have to come up with something. Y'all gonna have to bargain. hmm What nail styles are sexy today? Well, it depends on the type of man you're after. Like, older guys are going to be scared of them long stiletto nails. They're going to be afraid of them. Okay. They're not going to understand them. That's for younger guys. Older men understand classic beauty. No trendy stuff, no rhinestones, no dragon lady fingernails, no sharp vampire nails, none of that. They're not going to understand that. I was on a consultation with someone earlier, and they were dating an older guy, and she wanted to go eat sushi. Old men don't understand sushi either. Y'all gotta take them some good old American food place, some Italian cuisine or something. They don't know what that is. Okay. Y'all stop saying, oh, I want to go to sushi. Oh, I want to go to this. And they don't know what that is. So, um, when you're young trying to date old, think old. When you decide what you're gonna wear, how you're gonna get your nails did, what type of jewelry you're gonna wear, what colors are you. Don't show up on no date with no neon yellow on or no neon green. That's not gonna work. Okay. So don't show up to the dates and trendy stuff. Okay. Um, Stop with the seafood boils too. Yes. Uh, that would be so ghetto to go on a date and you sitting in there, eating seafood like cracking crabs and stuff. That's when y'all been together for a while. So, you can take average man will go there and split a check with you, but and it's not that average men aren't good people. It's just that you're trying to secure a lifestyle and you don't have time for that. Time is ticking. Okay. You don't have time to, for that if that's not what you want. They may be the nicest person. Your coworker could be an average guy. Your first love could be an average guy. Da, da. But you don't got time for that anymore. You know, your life, your children's lives, da 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 da. So, without struggle. Right. The average man try to date outside of their league. Always. That's because women are programmed to date below their leagues. Um, Most women are programmed to give people a chance to do the right thing, to be moral, to bob the bill, to do all of this. That day's over. So, I mean, of course, men are outside of their league. They haven't realized that day is over. When they realize that, they may start making some more money or um, dating within their own, what is that, league. hmm What do I think about romance scamming? Could never work because I don't. Romance is finance. Okay, you got some finance. That's romance. You can't romance me without money. Don't work no more. So nothing is as romantic as an envelope full of cash in your purse. Okay. Um, Nothing as romantic as going shopping and not spending your own money. I make more than 55, no, 57K. Come on now. Oh, who y'all talking to? hmm He'll be in town for less than 24 hours soon. Mall, any suggestions? Tell him there's this really nice place that you want to eat and it's in the mall and then go shopping. Malls have a decent restaurant near it or, whatever. Um, a lovely day getting whatever you want and having a good time is romantic. Exactly. Now, here's the thing. Men see us as spoiled, entitled, greedy, and materialistic, right? But in return, they want sex, maid, cook, um, porn star. So here's my thing. We can be all of those things because they're um, misogynist, and they want you to work, sexist. So I would rather be called all of those things, materialistic, da 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 da, da, because it combats all of that, and or it makes it worth its while because that ain't free. I don't know why they thought it was free. I don't know who been doing all that stuff for free. Y'all need to stop because that's why average men think that they're supposed to have above average women because Pygmisha and them are over there doing everything for free. Okay, so here's my thing: men will figure it out once people stop doing things for free. Then they're gonna have to get that money, and they're gonna have to give it to you, and then your problem, you know, will be solved. But unless Pygmisha and them stop doing stuff for free, it's gonna be a little longer for that average man to move up on the totem pole because average men stay average because they can get everything that they need as an average man. Average women don't really get everything that they need as an average woman. They still gotta work, they gotta bob the bill, they gotta be with an average man, they gotta have an average life, they gotta work, they gotta do this. They don't get what average men get when an average man gets a woman. Most average men would aim for a woman higher than them, um, and expect her to do twice as much as them. So that day is over. And no one should be allowing an average man into their lives if they themselves are above average, especially in looks. You shouldn't be with anybody that can't totally provide the lifestyle that you desire. Okay. What is the best age range for a woman to marry? I'm 28. Um, Whenever you feel like it's right. If you want kids, you better have them, before 36. You better get married before then. Any other like Erica Badu to look up to? Um, I don't really spend my time looking up to people. I just be the best version of myself. I whatever I was yesterday, I'll try to be better than tomorrow. But if you haven't, someone that inspires you, yeah, it's good to look up to people that inspire you to get to the next level. hmm And I saw somebody talking about their boyfriend and bills and stuff. Look, if your man is paying bills and you don't stop fighting with him. You can't afford to fight with him. You can't afford to have any type of opinion unless you have a stash and a plan B. Okay. So, don't mess up your income. Be smart. Get your money, stash it, you have a backup. Um, who was my inspiration in life? I really didn't aspire to be like anyone in particular. Um, I always loved the beauty of different women. Like growing up, like I always thought so many women were beautiful, and I admired their looks and their how they did their makeup and hair. But as far as everything else, I made my own, you know, personality. Mhm. So, what does it mean when he shows a lot of attention at first and then backs off? It mean he didn't get none, or he got it too quick and left. Either he only was interested in you to have sex, or he already got it and he's done. So, sometimes men just want sex from you. And when they come on super strong and trying to rush stuff, that's what it is. Mhm. Bob Dylan asked, "Do I love my husband? Do you love your daddy? Do you love your mother?" Yes. The women of the 40s and 50s were ultra feminine. Uh-huh. Why do people always ask if I love, love, love? Of course I love somebody taking full care of you for 18 years and the kids and have a nice place, nice car. Of course you love them. Duh. You gonna hate somebody that's doing all of that? Oh no, I hate him so much. He gives me everything I want. Mm-mm-mm. Roxio life. Should I approve my ex on Instagram? Do he have money? And why would you do that? He could be commenting rude things. No, like why are you still in touch with your ex anyway? Like you I don't know. Does he have money? Can he give you some money? Make her pay for it. You want to have access to my Instagram? This is how much it's gonna cost you. Okay. Um, is there any channels for men to level up? I don't know. I don't watch men's channels to level up. Y'all have to figure that out. Maybe somebody in the comment knows. Y'all figure that out. I don't watch men level up channels because I'm not a man and um Thank you, Bella. Met him today and he want to take me out after work. I told him not today. He's a manager. Don't know how to proceed as I want the VP to see me with him. Okay. Just tell him you can't go out today. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You know, why you dating people where you work anyway? It might not work out for you. Don't date where you work unless, it's super beneficial for you and you don't have to work anymore after you start dating that person. Make a video on why you should not keep in contact with exes. I don't know who made that rule that you're supposed to keep in contact with exes. Like once they're gone, they're gone, you know? Do you tell a guy that you don't drink? No, because if they drink, they're gonna see you as boring. So just order something at the bar, barely drink it, and tell the bartender when he's looking away to just make it like cranberry and this, tonic water or something. He don't have to know. And just tell him whenever he orders you a drink, just don't give you any alcohol. Always do that because they'll make money off of it without even selling it. So they'll like that. The bar will. Right. Should we say we're celibate? Sure, say you're celibate so that you can get ghosted as soon as you go out on your first date. Why would you tell people this? This makes no sense. Oh, hi, you're a man. I'm a woman. I know you want to sleep with me. Oh, by the way, I'm celibate. Check, please. All you just told him is you finna spend a bunch of money, waste a bunch of time, and you ain't never gonna get it. That's all you just told him. Why would you tell him that? If he don't need to know everything, why don't you tell him your shoe size, your last pap smear, why yet? Don't tell me nothing. It's a mystery. They'll find out or they won't. Thank you. Okay, Sarah J. Sprinkle Sprinkle. How do I get over his past cheating? Want the bag? Cheat. Don't care. Don't look at him for fidelity. Look at him for bag. Okay. What's your goal? Is it his faithfulness or his bag? Don't sleep with him. Just get his bag. I gotta go, y'all. But try to remain mysterious. Don't give away all the information. Leave something for to be desired. Leave something to be desired. Okay. Leave something to be desired. Men automatically judge you on all the things that you're telling them. So make sure you're telling them exactly how you want them to judge you. Okay. Do I use retinol? What's retinol? I use Belief Hydro something that hydro cream. I don't know what it's called, but they sell it at Sephora. That's what I use for my moisturizer. Sprinkle, sprinkle for skin. Yeah. This natural glow is just my level up highlighter, you guys. Y'all can go get that at the link in the description bar. That first link. Get that Bohemian Goddess highlighter. That's this is. Oh, and this eyeshadow palette is the I Bring Nothing to the Table eyeshadow palette. I made a kit so that y'all can get a bunch of stuff for one price, and then I also have it separate. If you're gonna purchase and you want to buy more than one item, start a bundle, which means click on the item you like, scroll down and hit start a bundle, and then add other stuff to your bundle. Add to bundle, add to bundle. So the level up products on my Poshmark, including these lashes, this eyebrow pencil, this eyeshadow palette, this highlighter, and also have lipsticks, liquid lipsticks as well. So y'all go check it out. Mhm. Um, did my mom ever recover from her facial peel? Yeah. She got that a long time ago, and yes, she did. But the best thing you can do is to take care of your skin every day. Drink a lot of water, eat, um, you know, and take vitamins. Eat good food and take vitamins. Um, Exfoliate, moisturize. You don't have to go to the extreme. Like, you don't have to go to the extreme. I've never had a facial peel. I've never gone to have any type of, you know, stuff done to my face. I only had like a few Restylane in my lips a couple of months ago, but that's it. I've never had any fillers or anything. Y'all have to just take care of yourselves. And I only got the lips because I felt like my lips right here were curving in from doing this stupid what you call it, lip plumper thing with the little rubber lip plumper. It probably stretched out my lips, and when you don't do it, your lips, kind of have that extra room that you've created. So I went and just got a little filler right here. But that's it. I think if we just take care of ourselves and, you know, wash, exfoliate, moisturize, that's good. If you need a little extra help, you go to the dermatologist and they can give you a little whatever. Go do that. Rush to do something before you take care of yourself first. If all else fails, then you go see some professional help. You know what I'm saying? But don't just rush straight to professional help. That's my best advice for any type of procedure or facial or, you know, chemical peels or anything. Do it yourself first. Give it some time. If all else fails, go seek professional help. Because at the end of the day, either you're going to have to keep going back and getting more stuff done, or you may not have even needed the thing that you got, but they're going to do it because they make money off of it. So you need to figure out how you're going to take care of yourself first and then see what you need. Okay, so I'm going to go and I'll see y'all later. Thank y'all, everybody who donated, sprinkle sprinkle. Everyone who hit that like button, sprinkle, sprinkle. Everybody else, hit the like button so I can sprinkle, sprinkle you. All right, before I go ahead and hit that like button so I can sprinkle all of y'all. So sprinkle, sprinkle. Bye. Gotta go pick up my kids.